It seems as if Ethan Klein's activism has a dress code. And if you don't look like him, the door is locked from the inside.
But we're supposed to believe that he's a better person. I would go as far as to say the things it is that Ethan Klein has said as quote-unquote pedo troll is far worse than anything it is he's done on his platform. Whatever it is that Adam McIntyre is doing is absolutely nowhere close to anything it is that you're doing now. How dare you condemn somebody in your 40s when you weren't even half the person that Adam is in his 20s?
All right, Cruel World Happy Mind had a parting gift for us as her story had come to a close. Another, a challenger has approached. Guys, it is a slow week. Normally, I would not just watch the next Ethan Klein hate video just because Cruel World Happy Mind has endorsed it. And tonight, by all intents and purposes, I will not be watching 57 minutes of it. I don't even think I'll be in this segment for 57 minutes. If I get to the 20-minute mark without, like, losing it and shutting it off, I think that's a win. So, Paige Christie posted a video called Ethan Klein Looks Racist Unironically, and it's got 27,000 views in one day. You can download a new Midas Merge video game or something now, apparently, with I saw the ad read briefly. It looked normal. Well, it sounded normal. I didn't actually, I heard it. So Paige Christie has published a new Ethan Klein video specifically on the anti-black allegation, which is going to be fun. So we're talking about, I'm assuming the tanning thing where he turned himself into Ariana Grande, and the face cream or whatever, the face mask. That's the video here. I'm interested to see what direction she goes in, because this is going to be, I think it was branded as like a defense video for Cruel World Happy Mind. So I'm interested to see how she navigates Israel-Palestine in this.
You know what's crazy? I grew up in the suburbs of Los Angeles, Ventura.
Yes.
And I grew up, I don't think I've ever known a black person.
Really?
What?
He does kind of look racist, dude. He's got like the iconic curls, you know, and the nose. Oh no, I'm fucking being anti-Semitic. Damn it, bro! I mixed those two things up. You know, I'm kidding.
I know, it's fucked up.
I'm kidding.
But I've never been in a situation in my life where I've been in close proximity with black people. I've never known a black...
Dude, the fucking music. This has gotta... Dude, come on. Listen to this fucking music.
Really?
What? I know, it's fucked up. But I've never been in a situation in my life where I've been in close proximity with black people. I've never known...
Dude, I have never been in a close proximity with black people. Dude,
a black person.
Dude, she's putting cinematic booms behind him saying that he didn't grow up near black people.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm
Dude, the clip. Yeah, I didn't grow up with a lot of black people. The edit. I didn't grow up with black people.
serious.
Oh, there's no black people in Santa Cruz?
No, I know. I'd be down to hang out with a white...
Dude, they're zooming in on this guy's
Yes, I'm
face. He
serious.
was like, dude, that's crazy. What a racist, dude. I can't believe his parents didn't even put him next to a black family.
There's no black people in Santa Cruz?
No, I know. I'd be down to hang out with a...
Yeah, oh, yuck. Oh, man.
like a white dude pretending to be a black person. That would make me a lot more comfortable.
She's doubling down on the black
People are, all right, I'm not going to read that quote, but you're saying the black people are like everywhere. For context, I had, and by the way, zero blackface. Even allegations about me, to be clear. I had 3 black kids in my graduating class. Was it 3 or 2? I forgot. One of them was adopted to a white family. One of them was albino. And I don't know if the third one graduated with us. And I went to a large school with like a lot of people. And the black kid played on the hockey team in New York. Just to be clear. Now, there are a lot of black people in New York. They just didn't go to my school.
face accusation.
Albino? Yeah, like, good example. There's the guy from... he was in one of those superhero shows, right? There was the albino guy. Was it Daredevil that had an albino guy?
When she called in, I was like, here's me in a charcoal face mask.
And they're like zooming in aggressively on the comments. Blackface and chill. Blackface mama and papa bless.
Called the Black Challenge, okay?
Black Lightning. Yeah, it was like Black Lightning.
This isn't blackface, guys. I don't care what you say.
When they talk about Ethan's blackface and they're like, they're sort of defending his black
I'm gonna be out of here, dude. There's just no way.
face.
He didn't actually even do it. Yeah. It's something you should consider.
Straight blackface.
What have you done?
That's blackface, okay? That's racist.
Since that video, there's been a lot more instances.
Now, by the way, I know this is like a big...
That's blackface.
Okay, that's Filthy Frank in character saying that he's doing blackface. To be clear. That's a... If I got Pim from Smiling Friends to call me and be like, dude, that's pretty fucking crazy. I can't believe that Ethan Klein's doing blackface.
Okay, that's racist.
That's a joke.
Since that video,
That's okay. But again, it's a sizzle reel. I don't know. Listen, we're getting annoyed off the sizzle reel. All right, let's wait for her to speak.
there's been a lot more instances of their blackface.
This looks like an old racist cartoon. Straight Looney Tuning it. 1950s.
Again, this is Ethan Klein saying that these lips make him look like an old racist cartoon. Now, also, it's notable that his face is not black in that one.
Since that video, there's been a lot more instances of their blackface.
This looks like an old racist
Okay, but he's not in blackface.
cartoon. Straight Looney Tuning it. 1950s Looney Tunes.
But I guess if you combine everything that Ethan has ever done, all at the same time, and removed all the context associated, then I think maybe 15 years ago he might have hated black people.
So this is...
If you combine the charcoal face mask with the tanning spray, with the gigantic lips, with the comments, I think that 15 years ago you have a compelling argument that Ethan Klein might have been racist. All at once, though. He has to do them all at the same time in unison.
Just a
And remove the context.
material lie. I have never done blackface in my life.
Blackface. Perfectly politically correct and acceptable.
It's not racist. It's facial. It's face care. Why does everyone think instantly that it's racist?
And the only time people point to is that video. And it's court. Now she's telling people he can't stop doing.
I have a fucking confession to make, and I would appreciate it if my audience treated me with respect in this time. Now, I know that there's no clips of me saying the N-word out there publicly online.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
So far. But I have to concede that I have used a face mask before, and it was of a similar color. Now, I used it in the privacy of my own home. No one was harmed in the making of my skin a bit more clean. When I was in high school, I put on a face mask, and I was unaware of all the people I was harming while I was doing it.
Blackface. Material fucking outright.
Was it seaweed? I think it was seaweed.
Right.
Maybe it was like an aloe vera seaweed hybrid thing.
Full fabrication. I've done the tanning like for videos and stuff, and I found that when you try to match your skin, it's too subtle to be
I think I took a picture and I went, nah, dude, I can't do that.
funny.
And I deleted it. I'm not even kidding. I took a picture of this and I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna follow me for the rest of my life if I send that to anybody.
The color I got is quite dark. It's that one. The black. It's black.
Yeah. God, if I take a picture of this, some asshole fucking 15 years from now is gonna say that I hate black people and I can't talk about anti-Semitism because of it. Oh, dude, thank God I didn't send that photo.
Now, there was some pushback too, and you were very adamant about this. So.
I think we should just get bronze, nice dark color pigmentation paint and just cover our faces in it.
Terrible.
I don't know about that. Don't do that.
Terrible.
Horrible idea.
Now it's a thought crime.
We'll look tan.
There's an obvious implication there that you're...
Well, dude, someone looked at that picture and they're like, wow, I can't believe 25 years from now the scriptures would deem that Nick hates black people.
You asked Ethan today. Go on then.
Why is the music so cinematic? I really can't critique Paige Christie on this one. I have a video on Ethan Klein, and I have to show you it. This is probably the only intro that I don't like. I love my old intros. I used to put so much effort into making them look cinematic. I overdid it on the song. Okay, I hate to be the bearer of bad news on this one. I think that this one is extremely memeable, despite the fact, or despite anything that I say in it. The song choice that I used in this...
The direct support is the future of the...
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck was I thinking on this one, bro?
I know exactly what you do, bro. It's so this is what Keemstar does. He misrepresents what people
Yeah, I cannot, dude. This is the most dramatic intro.
say to the point of lying about them to provoke a response and create drama. See, this is why you're so is because you want to act like a tough guy. You want to act like you're in control and that you're some great mastermind. When G Fuel dropped you like a paint bag of that you are. I love and appreciate the member support. It's so helpful at this time when we're losing pretty much. I mean, we've probably lost like 80% of our sponsors, And the direct support is the future of this channel, I think. So we really thank our members. How's the chat doing? Do we have any interesting...
Everybody's saying that they paid $5 for nothing.
Oh, they're upset that it's public?
Oh, I know. But then everybody was upset that it was members only, so you can't win.
Yeah. Well, you can cancel your membership if you feel like you paid $5 for nothing.
Okay, this is too much, dude. This is way too much. Dude, this is way too much. Dude, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And then you get to the title card, and it's like fucking War of the Worlds. This is fucking like the first galactic empire. Holy shit, that was a little much.
Fake tan on in that way as a joke. Do it now. Make a video.
No, I would not do it now.
But that would have ripped if I did it all over like this. Imagine if I recut that intro and it's like there are these 8 dudes and they're all black, and I think that's worth noting.
So I wouldn't do it now. And
now that would have been Kino. That's what I was missing, is all the blackface.
I didn't, because I never did it.
You guys are bigots and racists for putting these racist remarks in your head. If you guys want to make this a racially charged issue, that's between you and yourself.
I like how that Ethan actually doing this in the video is a preemptive response to the people who'd whine about it 15 years later. Like, it's not 15, right? It's like 10.
Okay. Yeah. You guys have been friends with black people?
Yeah.
How many black people have you known in your life?
In my life?
Oh, gosh.
I've had black roommates, man.
Holy shit.
I went to a black wedding. Oh, no,
Yeah.
sorry. Jewish wedding. Oh, wait, that's not me. That's Cruel World Happy Mind. And she was thinking about the rabbi the entire time.
You have a black cast member.
Yeah.
We do.
I just had to check. See how it's doing. Did you have a huge dick?
Dude, the holy shit, yeah. Oh!
I just had to check. See how it's doing. Did you have a huge dick?
That's the clip we end off on. He asked a black person if their dick was massive. Sorry. What? Oh.
Massive.
There we go. Dude, that was actually the most racist thing that he did. Yeah, she doesn't have the black ice clip. I have to be honest with you, the most compelling clip is unironically the full black ice clip, where these huge black dudes, they're all strapped, they're all black, and then Gila's like, "What the fuck?" Like that was probably the clip to use in the intro.
Did you have a huge dick?
I mean, he's addressed every single one of them. There's not one that he hasn't talked about. But like that probably would have been better than a lot of these.
Okay.
I mean, if I was making her video, I wouldn't make her video, but if I was making her video.
Okay, so let's start with the obvious. If you are looking for a middle-of-the-road, very neutral take on Ethan...
I knew not to apply, Paige. I'm here for this.
Klein.
I know exactly why I'm here.
And you have come to the wrong place. I am not...
To be clear, even if she wasn't biased, you're still in the wrong place.
Switzerland, I have opinions, and strong ones. So today we are going to be...
Oh, guys, strong opinions. There'll be no backing down. We're going to hear all the strong opinions.
Talking about the entire situation going on with Cruel World Happy Mind and Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast. And
I can't tell if this is really stupid or really stupid.
Why that whole situation blew...
Keep in mind, I know this is like, we're preemptive on this. Do you know that Snark fucking hates her already? Because she, I guess, defended Ethan about something earlier this year, I guess. I don't know if it was as much of a defense of Ethan and more of like a condemnation of the people who were going after him. But they were like, fuck Paige Christie. So I'm interested to see what their take is on this.
Blew up in the way that it did. And
Snark is racist? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm kidding.
no, it's not just about what she said. But because Ethan...
Wait, what?
That it did H3 podcast. And why that whole situation blew up in the way that it did. And no, it's not just about what she said.
No, you're actually right. It's not about what she said. It's the fact that she said all that stupid shit, published it online, did a live stream defending it, posted a video that looked like Bad Empanada was pointing a rifle at her head through the fucking computer. Then she went on a fucking debate, lost, conceded every point, went on another podcast. There's no way I get 12 videos out of someone just posting a bad video. There has to be other mechanics here that are working against her. But yeah, no, it's absolutely still her fault though.
Blew up in the
And it all comes down to the beginning of her video and her inability to stop.
way that it did. I know it's not just about what she said.
It's actually about the list of cabal Jews that are overseeing the entire situation and ensuring that we're well paid and well fed. That's why I'm fat for one and making a lot of money for another. It's the cabal of Jews that have been forcing me to make these drama videos.
But because Ethan Klein has a extremely messy, crowded history of racially questionable behavior that he seems to think that the whole world has forgotten.
Which I believe, by the way, was probably a minor point in Cruel World's video, right? Was this a major point? I didn't watch it on stream. I watched it off stream a while ago. I feel like this is a minute detail to her video.
I mean, let's be real. This guy has done blackface on multiple occasions, smeared on makeup on Tahila to look darker for jokes, fake tanned himself.
Again, like, the first example is objectively not blackface, unless you're arguing that everyone who puts on a face mask is doing blackface.
Into a whole new ethnicity on camera. And tossed around slurs as if they were punctuation.
Has he done any of these in the last decade? And no, I'm not talking about 9 years ago.
And then
is this like at all representative of the types of jokes and behavior he's doing in current day?
Acted all confused.
Even if, by the way, even if Ethan Klein said the N-word to a black man, like Keemstar did, the exact way that Keemstar said it, would you say that Keemstar in 2025 is racist? Because of the clip with Alex? Would you say that, like, he can't engage with certain political issues because he called someone an N-word, like, that long ago? Dude, when can you engage with, like, anything again? Like, when can you, like, I guess, move on?
And tossed around slurs as if they were punctuation. And
you could call Keemstar racist for saying it, but I don't think you actually think he has a problem with black people. There's a difference between being known as an online racist and then actually, like, being racist. If you think that Ethan is racist for the blackface thing that he did 10 years ago, and you can't justify that with any action towards a black person, especially in the last 5 years, or any comment or any quote that even goes with it, I mean, I don't think that you really think that he's actually racist, right? We both don't think that he's, like, racist right now, do we?
Acted all
Keem is 8% black, true.
Confused when everybody raised their eyebrow.
Where are the black lol cows? I mean, that's a good question, but Low Tier God didn't want to do it. If anything, it's actually better that they're all white, because the entire show... Okay, I have to be very careful with my words here, because Paige is going to think the word... Lolcow is a lot like enslaving people. The more white people are there, the better the optics. Because that's what Keem is doing, really. He's putting them to work. I mean, that's probably the case. So, I mean, I think it's probably good that they're all white dudes. I mean, like, do you think that Boogie has agency? How would you really describe Boogie? Boogie is forced to perform like an animal on camera to pay rent. Would you describe that as a luxurious lifestyle? Do you wish more people were doing that?
Anytime that Ethan gets criticized,
like, they're animals. Wings of Redemption and Boogie were legitimately, like...
all of a sudden, it's context.
They weren't even treated like human beings, is I guess the best way to put it.
Satire. Or, my personal favorite...
They call them cows.
Oh, it was just a different era. Yeah.
Boogie likes it. Do you think that Boogie would like it if he was, like, a sophisticated guy who was making 10 grand a month or something? Well, not even sophisticated. If Boogie had a successful crypto profile that was keeping him fucking wealthy, despite the fact that his content has diminished, do you think he would be getting naked on camera and crying like a baby on stream? No, it's the financial incentive to do it. And I'm not judging Keemstar one bit. Boogie sucks and he deserves it. But, like, let's not act like this guy has a choice in the matter. He does this or he's on his ass outside and doesn't live in his house anymore. He doesn't really have the luxury of picking what he does in life now. That has passed him by.
Right, sure.
He can't even beg for it. Nobody would even give him money if he begged for it at this point.
Anytime that Ethan gets criticized, all of a sudden it's context, satire, or my personal favorite.
Yeah, it's probably closer to indentured servitude than slavery.
Oh, it was just a different era.
Which, by the way, is slavery.
Yeah, right.
With extra steps.
Sure, very convenient. And Ethan and Gila Klein's past is all the more important now, because now Ethan and his family are claiming to be victims of racial attacks.
Dude, they're claiming to be victims of racial attacks.
Purely based on the fact that they themselves are Jewish. Now, I'm not here to question or interrogate that claim.
Wait, I thought you had lots of opinions.
That is not my demographic to speak.
Wait, I thought you were opinionated. You had lots of opinions. Why are you conceding this?
Now, I'm not here to
Your whole thing was disclaimer. I have lots of opinions, and I'm gonna let him fling.
Question or interrogate that claim. That is not my demographic.
So I see we'll be sidestepping all the Israel-Palestine stuff and talking about it in a vacuum.
To speak for, but it does highlight the hypocrisy of Ethan and co. calling out what they believe to be casual racism. Like in Ethan's previous statement where he stated that being called a Zionist is akin to being called the K-slur for Jewish people.
When you need to explain your reason for calling me a racist.
I thought you said you weren't going to talk about this because you have no idea what you're talking about.
Calling me genocidal, a Zionist, which by the way, Zionist is just another slur for Jew, being a Jew.
And how...
Yeah, there's a lot more context to that clip in particular. The way Zionism was being used like 8 months ago by these streamers who'd pull up the Mike from PA clip where he's talking about fucking Zionists and tell me that Paige has seen that clip and knows what that context of those statements were.
He views racism when he's the perceived...
Yeah, I think at the time, that was literally how it was being used by those streamers.
Slur for Jew, being a Jew.
And how he views racism when he's the perceived perpetrator. I mean, have you ever met somebody who hates racism, but only when they're the target?
Is this whole video, forgive me if I'm jumping ahead here, is this whole clip because he wore a charcoal face mask 10 years ago? And because he said the N-word with iDubbbz, and because he didn't grow up with black people and asked the guy how big his cock was, he can't comment on direct anti-Semitic hate that he's getting from viewers and streamers? It's hypocritical because he made content that probably didn't even offend you at the time, but like checks the box as bad in 2025.
I mean, Ethan Klein is basically allergic to prejudice.
Like, I'm sorry, if you say a slur or do something that could be perceived as racist and apologize for like multiple times over the last decade, and then somebody comes up and spits on you and calls you a Jew, because that's, I guess, like, obviously paraphrasing, that hasn't actually happened to him, like the spitting on it, that's kind of like the amalgamation, I imagine what it would feel like. Are you not allowed to be mad about that? Or in a pure hypothetical, let's say you called someone the N-word 10 years ago, have atoned for it, apologized several times, and moved on from the situation. Let's make it even worse than anything he's ever done. And then somebody comes up to you and commits a hate crime to you. Can you not complain about that, I guess? 10 years later?
Just unless he's the one who's serving it. This man will say racism is disgusting, and he's right. And he's been keeping the industry single-handedly alive since 2014.
Again, nobody cared about the stuff that Ethan did when he was liked by... I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. They were okay with all of this when he was friends with Hassan Piker or doing frenemies with Trisha. It's two different communities, so I gotta hit both markers, though. But they didn't start purity testing and complaining about his slur usage. You know who was critiquing the slur usage? You know who was critiquing? Commentary YouTubers like me. In 2020, like 5 years ago. It was a little bit more justified. We're complaining about that and then his new takes and it being kind of hypocritical because it was still fresh and he was just doing the podcast and it was new, right? But now, he's fighting with Hassan Piker, okay? He's fighting with Paige Christie's friend or something. And now all of a sudden we have to relitigate those fucking slurs he apologized for a fucking decade ago. And I just see it as like, where were you guys when I was making these arguments 5 years ago? Were you guys standing in my corner saying that I was right? No. Well, I don't know about Paige specifically, but this is a common argument from the snarkers. Like, those are the people who'd be defending him back then, who were fans of his channel, who are using all the talking points that they're pulling from other people that are they're less valuable now because so much time has passed and he's addressed it so many times. It's like the Gokinaru video.
He's the type of person to hear a statement about
Dude, the type of person who's going, yes, queen, yes, this is so good, is the type of person who probably called me a fucking anti-Semite for critiquing him fucking 5 years ago. They're probably the same person.
Single-handedly alive since 2014. He's the type of person to hear a statement about his own community and go, oh my god, this is abhorrent, unacceptable and cruel and dangerous to society. But if you mention his targeted racism towards black people, he's like, let's not get too political.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. I think that most people think more negatively of things that directly affect them, and less about things that affect other people. I think that's human nature. I think it's not good. I think it's something that you should work on if you're doing it. There's a reason why things are called casual racism. It's because the person doing it probably doesn't even realize he's being racist. I think that most people are probably more worried about them, their friend, their family, their people, if they're really in tune to it that way. I don't think of it like that, but I understand why others might, right? They're probably thinking of those people first. And it's not something to be proud of, but it's also kind of like human nature, I guess, to a degree. What do you mean it's not good for people to... No, okay, hold on. What do you mean, not good? People who look out for their own first is the right thing. That's survival, Nick. Yes, but using that to excuse casual misunderstandings or casual even racism or blind prejudice, right? You should be able to acknowledge, hey, other people go through struggles too. Some people never make it that far, right? Like, just because it doesn't affect me specifically, if I'm notified of my behavior or whatever, or something that I'm saying that would affect other people, that's different, right? Like, that's worth knowing about instead of going through life pretending it's not happening.
That brings us to Cruel World Happy Mind. She made a video about Ethan Klein and Gila Klein, and Ethan and Gila did not like it. And then suddenly
No, it was actually, that is the most, holy fuck, please tell me that's not the only reference we're going to hear tonight. Is that the entire descriptor, or am I jumping here?
Gila Klein, and Ethan and Gila did not like it.
Is that it? Are we not going to talk about any, like, the defamation, or is this whole video, like, they were mad, and Ethan was racist 10 years ago?
And then suddenly he, of all people...
Like, are we not going to say, oh, this is like a defaming video that implied he was a pedo with bad research that had been debunked for years with little effort here. A person came on, conceded every argument, went on the other podcast, said she never did, and said it was Ethan's fault for feeling bad about the pedo implication. I mean, I feel like I said that pretty quickly. I wouldn't have taken a lot of runtime out of your video.
People becomes the self-appointed authority of what constitutes as racism.
Kind of calling the kettle black there, aren't we?
Becomes the self-appointed authority of what constitutes as racism.
Wasn't your comment like, holy shit, this is my field, I can't wait to talk about this?
The irony is so loud it doesn't even need background music. And then Ethan invites her onto his podcast and begins to grill her about the way it is that she sources her information. And that's fine, that's fair enough.
This is the CEO of racism, okay? Don't fucking diss her. She's the CEO of race.
The questions. But the whole time it is impossible to ignore the elephant in the room. Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism.
This is a great thumbnail because she just looks like she looks like there's no thought here. This is like an iDubbbz impression. This is a good thumbnail.
Ethan Klein.
I don't know if I'm gonna put her in the thumbnail because I don't know if people are gonna be looking. I might title this about Hassan might lead this segment, I gotta be honest with you, but that'd be a good thumbnail.
Lecturing
She looked out to lunch in that one, yeah.
Somebody else about racism feels like a man who is standing in a puddle arguing that everybody...
Wait, holy fuck, who just said... Someone in chat's trying to sabotage me. They said, I can't believe you edited this in, that's so racist. I need to show the timestamp to showcase that I did not edit that.
So loud and begins to... It's fair enough, ask the question. And then Ethan says racism. The irony is so loud.
I can't find it, but I swear to God it's here. I swear to God I didn't edit that in.
Like it. And then suddenly he, of all people, becomes the...
Fuck, dude, where is it? Oh no.
And cruel and dangerous to society. But if you mention his targeted racism towards black people, he's like, let's not get too political.
All right, I promise it was edited. I don't know where it is.
And that brings us to Cruel World Happy Mind. She made a video about Ethan Klein and Gila Klein, and Ethan and Gila did not like it. And then suddenly...
I'm gonna leave that open-ended and cut this part out of the VOD so it looks like I did edit it in. I'm not gonna include this part though. It makes me look worse. It'll be funny.
He, of all people, becomes the
Do you think anyone would call me out for that, thinking I edited it, not actually chat? That would be very funny.
Appointed authority of what constitutes as racism. The irony is so loud it doesn't even need background music.
I mean, I don't think it's really that ironic. I'm sorry. Look, I don't know. Maybe it's the white man myself over here talking from a place of privilege, but I don't think it's ironic that him and his family have been fucking tortured by crazy people online in the middle of the Israel-Palestine conflict because he put on a charcoal face mask 10 years ago and painted himself orange like fucking Ariana Grande when she went on the cover of Vogue magazine. I think that he's allowed to have this one. And I don't speak for anybody when I say it. I'm just giving you my opinion, whether that's worthless to you or not.
And then Ethan invites her onto his podcast and begins to grill her about the way it is that she sources her information. And that's fine. That's fair enough. Ask the questions. But the whole time, it is impossible to ignore the elephant in the room.
Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. But Ariana Grande, who's also called out for blackfishing. I know. I actually love that clip with Pete Davidson, where he's like, "I can't believe she's talking about my penis." I didn't go and fucking start talking about our relationship shit. Maybe I'll go talk about how she painted herself black and went on the cover of Vogue magazine. That was the quote, yeah.
Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism. Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism feels like a man who is standing in a puddle arguing that everybody should stay dry. He loves social...
No, but okay.
Nicholas the GOAT, thank you for the $5, my man.
Here's the problem.
Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism. Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism feels like a man who is standing in a puddle arguing that everybody should stay dry.
Okay, but imagine, right, that puddle, okay, because of the climate change Taylor Lorenz loves so much, has now dried completely, and he's just still standing there. It's been fucking 10 years, you know? All the water has dispersed. The puddle is gone. There have been multiple puddles in between, of different controversy, but the puddle that he was standing in is no longer there.
He loves social justice, as long as the social justice is exclusively for him.
I think if we operate where time is somebody recently said that iDubbbz is currently living in all timelines simultaneously, like Wells at the end of The Flash, where he becomes like the all-seeing, all-knowing Wells, like Dr. Wells, and he can just pop into any moment of his life and he's living them all at once. It's all unfolding at the same time. And I think her argument would work really well if that was Ethan. Like if Ethan was like simultaneously living every moment of his life all at the same time, I think this argument bangs. Like it's great.
He's
spoiling The Flash. It's a CW show from 10 years ago. I think if you're gonna watch it, all right, I think now is probably past. I don't think you're gonna watch it.
Basically like a human rights vending machine that only accepts one kind of coin. And just so we're clear,
Yeah, but it's a human rights vending machine that accepts pennies, but the US Mint stopped printing them last week, and now we're gonna see if he can cash those in 10 years.
Video has absolutely nothing to do with the Palestinian genocide, because
Oh, she said the word. She's not gonna get harassed. There we go.
I'm not touching that topic. But
I thought you have lots of opinions. You were an iconic opinion haver earlier in the video.
Rather...
Wait, so you're like, hey, I'm gonna sidestep all of the stuff that's actually related to the drama and why Ethan's mad, and I'm gonna talk about black issues. Do you think that she talks about pedophilia in this video too?
The cruel world happy.
Maybe she talks about the pedo troll Reddit.
Mind situation, because that slammed directly into Ethan Klein's very public history. A history that he has been attempting to rewrite, but the internet...
He was only allowed to live through this history when he was friends with Hassan Piker and had the correct politics. The second that he had an issue with Hassan Piker over the genocide that must not be named, at that point, we're relitigating everything. The purity test is back on track. Every 48 hours, we have to test his blood for lies.
We'll never let him forget. So in this video, we're going to be going through the history, the blackface, the tanning, the slurs, the jokes, the excuses, the contradictions, all of it. Because once you see the pattern, Ethan...
Are we going to spend a lot of time at the apologies, or...?
Calling somebody else out for being racist kind of just hits a little different. So Let's get into it. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Midas Merch.
The fuck is this? It sounded cooler in the verbal version.
Now, as you guys know, I have been playing Midas Merch for quite some time.
I don't think they know that.
Now, I think.
Do you think they know that? Do you think the audience is like, yeah, she's a fucking Midas merger? She plays a hell of a lot of Midas merge.
Well, past level 100 there. But a couple of weeks ago, my mum came over to babysit the kids and decided to start playing Midas Merge on my iPad. So I decided to.
Damn, bro! I know all of your iPhone games. I know all your iconic iPhone games.
Start
that you
playing
enjoy.
the game again from the very beginning, from scratch. But
dude, look, I do the fucking ad shit too. I don't know. I get the grind. All right. I have nothing negative to say about taking an ad. This game sucks. This looks horrible. This is.
And I honestly
what the
cannot
fuck
wait
is
to
this?
explore it even more. Firefly.
You know what I really want to get? I want to get Last War Survival so fucking bad, so I can do the fucking rant that Homelander did, where it's like, this is actually a real game. The developers saw the fucking the fake games and they made a real game that looks like the fake game. Dude, I would love to get fucking Last War Survival, bro. It's so funny. Like, I used to love doing Raid Shadow Legends because it was such a good meme.
Does Merge have
But yeah, get your bag. I don't care. This is fine.
This video, and without.
Holy shit, this ad is. Wait, how long was that? Is this over 2 minutes long? What the fuck? Well, they better pay you good for this, Paige. This is a 2-minute ad read. My last one was 1 minute and 10 seconds, I think, and that was long for me. Holy shit. No, it's like 3 minutes long.
Without further ado, let's get straight.
How much are they paying you for 3 minutes?
So, as many of you guys know, I have been going out of my way not
That better be at least fucking $5,000.
To make any Ethan Klein adjacent content more recently, due to a lot of Ethan Klein's political views that have caused quite a lot of tension online. Ethan Klein's views on the ongoing war in Palestine right now has been the topic of conversation all across social media. Not just social media, but also mainstream media.
How are you gonna make this video, Paige? I'm not even here to be a hater. Well, I mean, I am, obviously, but how the fuck are you gonna make a video where you have to address Palestine every 10 seconds and keep repeating that you have no opinion other than saying it's a genocide? Like, you have to pander every 15 minutes regardless. Why don't you just take a swing at it?
Conversation all across social media. Not just social media, but also mainstream media as well. So what exactly has happened since the last time we spoke 8 months ago? Well, a lot has happened, but
so Netanyahu...
The context of what happened isn't the conversation at hand.
Her voice is grating. I gotta be honest with you. If you take away the British aspect to it, it's not that bad. There have been absolutely more annoying people to listen to. I don't think the voice is really her issue.
But it is extremely important to discuss how we got here. So in April 2020,
she's just confident and stupid. You don't have a problem with her voice. You have a problem with the words that come out of them.
25, there was the public feud between Hassan Piker, Ethan Klein, as well as iDubbbz. iDubbbz released a
There's no way. Oh god, dude.
Pop-styled video targeting Ethan.
I feel like we're going back like 10 years and this is just 7 months ago. Holy shit, dude.
Ethan's channel, as well as Ethan's relationship with Hassan Piker. It cited.
Wait, didn't she have like the schizo fucking fever dream the last time I checked out her channel? Oh my god, wait, stop the presses. What's Paige's second channel? I need to watch this again. Alright, because you guys are just like wondering why I'm calling her stupid or just taking my word for it for no fucking reason. And I actually don't think you should do that. 4 months ago, okay, so on her last podcast episode, apparently ever, oh my god, she canceled the show after this. That's so crazy. We actually covered this video. That's why it's here. Dude, this was the, you guys want a breakdown of the Ethan Klein drama? I imagine she's like plastered or something in this clip to defend her action, not to attack her. She explains the entire Ethan Klein controversy and gets every single detail wrong.
To remind you that Never Say Never took over the fucking universe. I
imagine she's on something here, and again, I'm not saying that like Anissa, like, oh, you're on drugs, you're crazy, you're losing it. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt because this is genuinely unwatchable.
I see that white suit combo with the purple hoodie and the swiffing hair.
This is not what I was looking for. but I am not complaining.
My dreams with the little mic and the hat. Oh my god. But anyway, with that being said, let's get into the final story.
Okay, I need you to brace yourself. This is one of the worst things I've ever watched.
So from one person who completely shocked the world with an out of the blue album, we have another person who completely shocked the world with 3 out of the blue lawsuits. Let's get into Ethan Klein. Okay, so we should know this by now.
Is it pot? I don't...
Ethan Klein is now doing lawsuits. Ethan Klein is handing out lawsuits faster than my doctor will hand out depression prescription medication.
I didn't remember that part. That's a fucking banger line.
So just to give
oh my god,
you a brief TLDR of how this whole situation came around.
Yeah, I'm thinking wine. People are saying weed. I'm thinking wine.
Ian, aka iDubbbz, he did a content cop on Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein was not expecting this to be the case. I was completely flabbergasted to find out that his ex-dear friend would do him so bad. So Ethan Klein decided to do a content nuke, which is his version of the aforementioned content cop, on his dear friend iDubbbz.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Wait, what did he do? Wait, so it all started when iDubbbz content copped Ethan, and then Ethan released his iconic content nuke iDubbbz video.
And decided to copyright the video before
Oh, so he copyrighted his content nuke on iDubbbz and tricked Hassan's friends. Oh, I gotta watch this again. I'm sorry. I'm a little confused here at the mechanics. Now I know I've covered this myself, but it's been a long while.
This whole situation came around. Ian, aka...
Now, there was never another episode to this show.
iDubbbz, he did a content cop on Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein was not expecting this to be the case. I was completely flabbergasted to find out that his...
Yeah, this is still up on the internet. I mean, nobody saw it but me. I kind of feel bad. I every time I watch this clip, I have more viewers than the clip has ever. Like, every time I introduce this, there's a non-zero chance you're seeing it for the first time.
Ex-dear friend would do him so bad. So Ethan Klein decided to do a content nuke, which is his version of the aforementioned content cop, on his dear friend iDubbbz, and decided to copyright the video before it went live, as in an official...
Dude, that's crazy that he filed a copyright takedown on a video that hadn't come out yet.
Copyright. Obviously, when you release original material, you have the IP and you are the copyright owner. However, if you would like to litigate somebody, you do have to register that copyright.
You don't have to do that, to be clear. That's for damages. That's specifically for damages. You can still litigate it, but you wouldn't be able to do it the same way.
Better, shall I say. You don't have to. But it's better for your case if you have the copyright registered.
Okay, she said that. Sorry.
What ended up happening was on the H3 snark.
By the way, this is at full speed. I'm not...
Give a big shout out to
I'm not
Nicholas
fucking with this at
DeOrio.
all. Oh, wait. Hold on. I was fucking with it a little bit.
I don't know. Is it even the H3 snark anymore? I don't even know what it's called.
It was 0.02. I was fucking with it a little bit. I didn't realize that.
Is it like H3... Is it like left?
She still sounds fucking deranged, so let's not get that in mind here.
It was, I don't know, something like...
Another malicious Nick edit.
I'm not...
The racism from me is just protruding.
In that space anymore. I promise you, those people are crazy. We'll talk about it in a bit. But on the HD stock or whatever, they were...
Oh, wait. So this is what got her in hot water.
Is it like leftovers? I don't know. Something like... God, I'm not in that...
She doesn't even know the name of the subreddit.
Space anymore. I promise you, those people are crazy. We'll talk about it in a bit. But on the HD stock or whatever, they were making lists. I remember this at the time of like all of the people who were going to be streaming Ethan Klein's content nuke when it went live. Basically in order to siphon views from the, original poster. And the 3 people it is that he decided to...
Wait, that's actually fascinating. Oh no, it's HD Snark, okay.
Sue.
Wait, was that posted on Snark? Oh yeah, they shut down after this. I thought it was on Leftovers at that point.
Streamed his content in its entirety.
But yeah, that makes sense, because that's why they shut it down shortly after all this.
With little to no commentary in order to siphon views away from his channel and away from his video.
Imagine if you were like one of the sad people who found out about what happened through this video.
Denims, Frogan, and Casey Trom. Now, I'm going to give you what I think is
So I don't need to watch the rest of this. The only other thing here that's worth noting is FYI, I've been informed this podcast has made its way to Snark, so expect complete chaos. I'm leaving everything here. Let's hope they don't resort to racism this time. Again, you might not know Paige Christie, and I'm not saying that she has one tactic of response, but she has one tactic of response. It's always this. Historically, it has always been this every single time. So whatever, maybe a lot of people are fucking racist. I don't know. That could be the case. Maybe every single person who's ever fought with her is actually racist, but I don't know. Which so far they have been silent on and refused to acknowledge. Free Palestine and write your respective government on their financial support of genocide. Being active isn't just doing. Free Sudan and Congo. Black people matter too. That's like the White Lives Matter of Free Palestine, isn't it? Free Palestine and all that, but remember, black people matter. That is literally, that's the White Lives Matter of Free Palestine. That's crazy. Listen, all right, she's consistent. I'll give her that. Nothing negative to say there. So, speaking of consistent, this podcast never would upload another video on main. Ever. This podcast ended. Apparently top of your week. They haven't had a week in a while. Oh, Jesus. All right, but now, obviously, 4 months has passed. Petty Paige has done the research and is a 57-minute video talking about what's happened this year, and she's giving us the backstory. Maybe she'll understand what happened this time as she delivers the exact same summary.
As well as iDubbbz. iDubbbz released a content cop styled video targeting Ethan's channel, as well as Ethan's relationship with Hassan Piker. It cited various different political differences. So
why does she keep opening with iDubbbz? Like that was the first thing that happened. It wasn't. Like this... Okay.
Surrounding the Palestinian genocide, among other issues. Then on June 19th/20th, 2025, Ethan Klein files a lawsuit against 3 Twitch streamers. Ethan filed copyright infringement suits against these streamers, Denims, Frogan.
It's kind of all the same events in the same order, but she's not saying the overtly incorrect stuff in between.
And Caseytron. And his claim was that these 3 streamers attempted to view farm from him, the act of getting other people to watch your reaction rather than the original video, where Ethan argues that—
Yeah, when is she going to make a video on iDubbbz for being racist? I don't like that argument, that one specifically, because I don't think you have to make a video on everybody. Oh, you have a problem with me? Make a video on 15 different people, huh? Go get— Yeah, you think that's— I don't like that argument. What I do want to know, though, is what she thinks of iDubbbz. I want to know, like, if iDubbbz was in, like, a situation where he was— or him and his wife even was targeted, would she turn around and go, well, you said the N-word a couple of times. Like if iDubbbz was placed in a situation where he was the victim of some fucking either race or gender or his wife was like in a misogyny attack or something like that, would Paige Christie make an excuse as to why that they're going through that? Right? Because Anissa specifically was part of the say N-word clip to Tana Mojo, right? Like she was an accomplice to racism. Some might even say she was the mastermind behind it, right? So if Anissa was getting targeted for misogyny, I would be interested to know what Paige would say about it.
That the majority of the content it is that they used from him included large portions of time with zero commentary or little to no commentary, allegedly failing the transformative use in the fair use policy. Then in late June 2025, Ethan Klein found himself in a situation with a journalist by the name of Taylor Lorenz.
Okay, this got like, I'm hoping that Paige is kind of based on this talking point.
According to journalist Kat Tembarge of—
Oh, that's scary. Journalist Kat Tembarge. That's not a good sign.
Spitfire News.
Of Spitfire. Oh, no. Kat Tembarge is the fucking... Listen, I don't say this a lot. She's got a voice for writing articles. Okay? You want to hear about a bad voice? Kat Tembarge has the perfect voice for being a journalist and writing articles.
Pressured Taylor Lorenz and Kat Tembarge to issue apologies or he would expand lawsuits and—
No! Wait, we're talking about the Sean DeBlack thing!
Online net citizens argued that this was extremely tone deaf.
No, it's hilarious! Fuck you!
And potentially
Alright,
is this really
for context, He went after the 3 people who gave him the most to go after, right? There was enough stuff to target all 3 of them that he thought they had the best case to go after them. And everyone goes, you're misogynistic, you targeted 3 women. It's like, well, maybe if Mike from PA was dumber, he would have got sued too, right? So then Ethan was like, oh, okay, he said I'm only suing women? That's fine. I'll sue a black guy. Does that make me racist? Oh no, dude. This joke is still paying dividends.
Misogynistic. However, Ethan declines claims Ethan declines claims that this was his tactics.
You're stealing a salvo joke.
In this particular instance, were based in misogyny. Then in July 2020,
I'm glad he denied it, because it's fucking absolutely not true, and it's laughable that anybody even fucking thought that.
5 onwards, Ethan signals that there are more lawsuits to come, sparking debates about the creator economy and how this could have a detrimental effect.
Well, all right, I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say that Noah Samson will not be mentioned in this segment because he's a white guy and he got threatened first, like before all of this. I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say that I'm gonna guess that she doesn't mention Noah Samson.
Ethan stated that he's not done suing creators and that the outcomes may influence how reaction content is treated legally. So that's basically what has taken place, like a Cliff Note version up until now.
Because again, the first person, I believe, in this drama that Ethan outright threatened to sue was Noah. Am I wrong about that, or was there somebody before that? Like, that was the main one. Like, I'm suing Noah Samson.
And now we get into the Cruel World Happy Mind situation. Cruel World Happy Mind posted a critical video about Ethan.
Cruel World Happy Mind posted a ignorant defamation piece where she hadn't even heard the pronunciation of Bad Empanada's name at the time of release. I agree with Turkey Tom. I think that she hired someone else to write it, and she doesn't want people to know. So she's been doing everything in her power to try to look like she has a handle on the situation. I think that has to be it. She probably didn't research it. Maybe I think she read the script somebody else wrote for her. It has to be the case.
I recommend
I've thought about this so much
DeOrio's
over the past 2 weeks.
Video.
It's actually embarrassing how much I've thought about this. It has to be right. Tom is right.
Klein and Gila Klein last month.
There's no way you can make a 3-hour video on somebody like Ethan Klein and covering this drama without hearing anyone ever pronounce Bad Empanada. It's not possible.
Alleging that the pair had made some problematic comments.
Wait, you thought that's what this video was about?
Gila Klein last month, alleging that the pair had made some problematic comments, especially with regards to Ethan and Gila's views surrounding the Palestinian genocide.
Okay, I'm glad that she didn't try to make the entire video like a retro, like a reactive race fucking video, because it was not.
Like when he made fun of the man who was burning alive.
Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that sound bad?
Well, he didn't play chestnuts roasting on that clip.
And what I said was, he's really good.
Dude, why is his lips so red in this one?
Good at burning alive, and I mean that as the most sincere compliment possible. You.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
His birthstone, dude. Like, I'm not saying that he was good at burning alive. I'm just saying that if you had a birthstone for him, you'd pick Cole.
If you're coming at me with those kinds of takes,
is Dark Viper EU a virgin?
No, are insurance.
Thank you.
Why would so many people be Googling that?
Peacefulness.
You know what's the most fucked up part about this? Is every time that we discuss this dude, it's always the guy who killed himself by burning himself alive. And then somebody in my chat has to go, oh, that's so-and-so. That might be the funniest part, is that it always takes me like 10 minutes for someone in chat to remind me which guy was trying to like leave his name in the history books to like send a message. Aaron Bushnell, thank you, Stardust.
Never happened.
I was hoping that during that rant, someone would say it sooner.
One of the main points of contention within this video.
Dude, why did you write that in my chat? I'm sorry, I just got stun locked. I just thought of my favorite cinematic film, Deadpool and Wolverine. And never mind.
Was Cruel World Happy Mind's interpretation of public perception that the pair were perceived by the public at large to have used rhetoric that framed Palestinian children.
Dude, wait, hold on. Can I find this? Is this it? Yeah. Dude. Wait. Is that the theme they used in the movie? I remember it being different. Historians say that this was Aaron. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Children as terrorists, amongst other things. Now, Ethan responded to this video publicly on the H3 show 207 by inviting Cruel World Happy Mind to come onto the show to speak publicly about her claims. During this time, Cruel World Happy Mind had made
You're missing a couple of parts where she did an entire fucking hour and 45-minute stream and the gun to her head bad empanada video. I feel like the gun to her head bad empanada video kind of has to come up.
some public retractions in regards to some of the things it is that she said.
She'd go on to say that she retracted nothing and that Ethan didn't even make any arguments.
As well as making a
Oh, there it is. Wait, why is she out? Dude, everything she says is out of order.
Public clarification. I wouldn't necessarily consider it an apology.
Oh, fuck you!
As well as a third video on her...
Wait, what? I would not consider this an apology. The title of the video in question, I messed up, and it had bad empanada, Hassan Piker, and Ethan Klein.
Clarification. I wouldn't necessarily consider it an apology.
It's a clarification, guys. It's not apology, even though it's like...
Apology. As well as a third...
Wasn't the video... What was it when it released? I don't remember. I have to go back. I want to see what it was when it came out. There was a time where Nick's... where my mind was like a virgin to this drama. I was unaware of how funny this would be. Yeah, it started off, here's a micro... Wait, what happened to my intro? Oh. I wasn't going to cover this because... Dude, isn't that great? Yeah, I messed up to you, Hassan, Bad Empanada, and Ethan Klein was the original title. This is how I talked about... Listen to this. Now, here's a micro drama. I wasn't going to cover this because it's another 3-hour Ethan Klein video, and if we did every single one of those, I don't know. The fall of H3H3, how Ethan Klein... This was a brief intro tidbit for a live stream, and it would go on to spawn 12 consecutive... Not consecutive, but 12 fucking videos about this.
Third video on her second channel where she goes through the research and how it is that she was able to formulate her opinion. Cruel World Happy Mind claims that Hila, Ethan Klein's wife, when hearing the phrase that Palestinian children are raised to hate Israelis, she claims that Hila had given...
It was from birth, and she removed it because she was wrong.
Given some non-verbal clues that kind of implied that maybe she agreed with the sentiment.
Are the non-verbal clues like here with us now? Is she gonna hire a body language expert to go look at it?
Hila, on the other hand, has made comments deemed even more insensitive, like calling toddlers
Is she defending a part that I think Cruel World Happy Mind removed from the video?
Rudy was saying that Palestinians are taught at 2 years old to kill Americans.
And the Palestinians are taught to kill us at 2 years old.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah. Do we have that one?
Like
that one?
What do you mean? I mean...
So you said she called terrorists, she said called babies terrorists. I didn't see that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, so I'm interested to see what Paige is going to litigate out of this clip now.
I guess I would like to know what the insinuation was. I think that's what a lot of people were wondering.
Like, I thought this part wasn't this mostly resolved?
I mean, ... When I say deemed, so she's made comments that were deemed. So that's not me saying that she's saying that. It's others have deemed.
This is like clipped to shit. I can't even follow what they were talking about.
It even more insensitive.
I watched this and I feel like we just jumped, right?
Like calling toddlers terrorists. So I'm not saying that I myself am saying that she's called toddlers terrorists. I'm saying others have deemed so.
And that was her defense the entire time. She would just repeat shit without ever kind of like holding anyone's feet to the fire. And then when she was asked about it, she's like, well, other people said it. I'm just reporting on what people were saying. It's like, bro, you're the researcher. You were supposed to be finding out. She's just like putting shit, like people said this and I will not elaborate further. It was her defense for the majority of the video.
Do you think that's really a fair way though to like...
No,
exactly.
exactly.
To recount
I think that,
stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's clearly that's what you want people to feel from that clip.
I do think...
to put this in the terms of our intro segment, is Paige Cruel World Happy Minds Guam Go right now? Where like Parlo's like, yo, you gotta fucking help me out here. And then Paige, instead of going, oh no, is like, yeah, I got you.
You know, I don't know if it's what I want people to feel or think, but I do.
Cinderella? No, Adam McIntyre is selling the Cinderella.
I think, as I've said in our DMs and everything, the way that I usually do content creation is if I'm going into a subject that I'm not very versed on, very familiar with, or I'm covering essentially a content creator the way the internet perceives them.
So this is like the most charitable defense of Cruel World Happy Mind here.
You know,
like we're not pressing her at all. We're just playing all of her responses.
I'm covering kind of the online
and like none of the actual things that she did.
Interpretation of this content creator. So
interpretation by who though?
Yeah, exactly. Many different people, you know.
Ethan and Healer Klein claimed that the snippets it is that Cruel World Happy Mind used were out of context, misquoting, or missing nuance, and that Cruel World Happy Mind didn't provide sufficient examples to support the broader
So Paige Christie is going to come in here and give you all of the examples now.
Implication of the
that I imagine that's where this video is building towards.
Claim.
I feel like there was really no attempts or very few attempts to represent my response or explanation for things. It really, I felt like was entirely a one-sided account of things. And I mean, you claim that it's unbiased, but I also find that to be like,
it's so obvious it was not unbiased. Everything she did after this conversation like solidifies that, at least for me.
I agree with that as well. But
it's a really dishonest way of framing it.
There's a few different ways you can find clips. You know, if I find a clip and it seems like it's kind of cut oddly, I should look at multiple sources.
The more I watch her, the more I hear her talk, the more I'm pretty much believing that she probably didn't write the video.
For clips. I 100% agree with that. So it's like, okay, go directly from the source, you know. Always, I think is, you know, going to be essentially my rule of thumb, you know, coming out of this situation. You know, especially even in this, I can relate to feeling at times like, you know, even on, you know, your subreddit, I felt like sometimes
even in the hyper clipped shit, she still can't fucking finish a sentence correctly.
Clips from my streams are, you know, have been kind of
somehow she's still droning on,
chopped up, and I think that that's been a big lesson to me as well. Of I can relate to you in that. I can relate to other content creators and feel like, okay, I need to always look at what I'm viewing and go to the full original source whenever possible, 100% of the time.
Like, you know that she's backed off on almost everything she says in this entire show, right?
Entirely agree with that.
Like, she 180'd immediately. Well, not immediately. Okay, she waited like a week and then 180'd super hard.
Now, when this discussion happened publicly on the H3 episode, Cruel World Happy Mind admitted that some of her sourcing did come directly from Snark subs. Basically,
she posted that 58 or 53 to 58 sources were directly from Snark posts. And she said she picked it because Ethan hates the subreddit.
The internet commentary communities that are there not to be overwhelmingly positive with their critique.
I like what she's doing with the camera. I like when people use that new, like, people never really used that thing in the past, and now it's like more prevalent. I think there's like an over usage of it, but not really in commentary where you make the camera track you. I think it looks more professional.
Places like Reddit. Many felt that Cruel World Happy Mind used more statements from the Snark subreddits rather than primary statements gathered directly from videos that obviously in turn will show the full context of the conversation. I hope you're following. And to many people, primarily within the H3 community.
The issue with all of these like this whole argument, before she even tries to make one, is that we didn't really have her research document. We had her B-roll. Like what would appear on the screen. Like some of those Reddit posts were just B-roll Reddit posts that flashed on the screen, right? Like there's obviously more that went into that video that we're not seeing. But a lot of it is just like this video plays in the background while we're talking.
They felt as
so yeah, it's difficult to judge the research when it's obviously not all research.
As if this kind of undermined her credibility. Because again,
it might be the quote unquote research that was handed to her, right? That's possible. It might be like that was the document that her researcher and writer gave her, so it was all she ever saw. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to do a bathroom break quick. This segment's going on a little longer than I expected.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
I kind of expected to nope out by now. I think we'll watch this for like another 10 or so. when I get back. But I am gonna quickly bathroom break
Explaining
out.
it.
Oh, dude, Dark Viper's here. Here you go.
4 days of my life trying to get you to do that. No, fuck you. Why?
She can't find it. It's been paywalled.
God, he
Please stop
speaking
lying.
my soul right now.
I didn't finish it. I didn't explain it all.
I love him.
He would win that scream contest.
Oh shit! Maybe he'll fly out. Dark Viper in his tank top.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on the show
Oh
called
no!
Ultimate
You've
Rape
been
Review.
outbid! Oh no!
$35 to finish the story. Get outbid.
You ate them all out.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. And vagina, and then she door. And I'm like doing this, like trying to get food to settle, to like try to make room, like try to burp and stuff, because I know I'm gonna have to eat. It's gonna be real food. And so she's like, come in, and I'm so sorry to say this in front of you.
This is
such
great.
a disgusting.
Dude, he's saying this in front of Hilo. This is insane.
story.
Say it.
She's taken Oreo cookies and she's laid them across.
No!
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here? This is unbelievable!
Don't finish it, Nick.
Someone just sent me $100 to stop Boogie from talking. Unbelievable. All right. Well, if you want to watch it, here it is. You've been saved this one. Nobody's beaten that. No! Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it.
Yo!
Why are you still here? Oh my
Finish it,
god!
Nick.
You've been outbid!
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Guys, you guys gotta stop. Oh god. Alright, the bidding's fucking closed. It's a tie.
No.
It's a tie.
Did your girlfriend use a strap on and give you monkeypox?
It's a tie. No more. No more. I cannot accept anymore, but I appreciate
I heard you're into
this.
some BDSM shit.
Holy
so I'm just
shit,
wondering
dude.
if
It's a
that's how you
tie.
got it. Why are you still here?
Alright. It's a tie. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna watch this for the next 2 minutes. Just mute the stream if you don't want to see it. Okay? No more. I don't want to do any more. No more bids. Thank you.
Chest down her stomach.
Okay, this is where in 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes to get through this.
She's taken Oreo cookies and she's laid them across her chest down her stomach to make an arrow to her vagina, and then she had filled her vagina with maraschino cherry.
Dude, look at Ethan's fucking face, bro.
I swear
It is
to
time
God.
for dessert.
I swear to God. And my first thought is, you are going to get a yeast infection. What the fuck are you doing? Like, don't put food in your vagina.
He knows he's got gold.
How many did you stuff in there?
6 or 7. It was like, but I was... it was like one of the best experiences of my life. I was like, this is awesome.
You ate them all out.
Yeah, you do what you got to do, and then,
You do what you gotta do, chat.
You went to tell you, I ate them all out. Yes, quite.
Quite literally and met.
Oh. And then we moved in together for a while, and then I got sick. I got like an infection in my leg, which is like real frequent. I get in with the lymphedema all the time. And I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. And she's like, they're gonna make you lose weight. And I'm like, no, that's gonna be fine. I've gone before.
They're not gonna let you keep your diet.
She goes, if you go to the hospital, we're done. And I'm like,
wow. Jesus. All right, that's it. There you go. That's the story. That's it. We can move on now. No more infinite money glitch. No more bidding. Thank you. I appreciate everybody.
Stinky
it is safe to unmute. We're back to regular content.
Seen it. I haven't seen an extensive clip. And a lot of those are hidden. Sorry, I was going to say a lot of those are hidden.
Oh, this was probably perfect for you guys to watch while we were here, to be honest, because it's just more of Cruel World Happy Mind. All right, guys. I got water. All right, more Paige. We're turning the page back to content.
Many people felt as if...
How fucking dare you? Wait, what did I do? Wait, hold on. No, I actually have no idea. What did I do? What did I play? Oh my god, dude! There's no way! No way, bro! Oh, I'm actually... Dude, I apologize. From the bottom of my heart, I did not mean to do that. I cannot believe that. That was totally by accident. You saw me hit a random timestamp.
Sourcing from Reddit was inadequate.
I apologize, dude. I apologize.
Now, during this
holy shit, I'm so sorry.
Discussion, Cruel World Happy Mind basically conceded and stated that in future, kind of undermined her credibility. Because again, many people felt as if sourcing from Reddit was inadequate. Now, during this discussion, Cruel World Happy Mind basically conceded and stated that in future, she was going to be trying to get direct sources.
I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I should post this video on Thanksgiving and leave the bathroom break in. Would that be diabolical? If I save this video to post on Thanksgiving and then I do it to my audience on purpose, like the VOD audience.
But this also brought a broader discussion to the general public, you know, those who aren't terminally online, about power dynamics of the...
Oh, God. Oh. Fuck, dude. Yeah, dude, I hate when the non-terminally online people start using terms like power dynamics.
The bigger influencer and the smaller influencer. And how audiences or communities can amplify...
Wait, is he saying there's a power dynamic because she's only got 340,000 subs?
Claims, whether they're true or false. Now, after that whole debacle of the debate live stream between Ethan Klein and Cruel World...
Wait, your takeaway with that debate was power dynamics? I don't think... I gotta be honest with you. Maybe I'm too terminally online. I didn't see a single fucking person bring up power dynamics. I didn't see the snarkers bring it up. I didn't see fucking Reddit bring it up. I didn't see, like, a regular Reddit, normal people Reddit. I actually, if that exists or whatever. I didn't see that on fucking Twitter. Nobody came in my chat saying the power dynamic. I don't think anyone talked about power dynamics.
Happy Mind.
She cried? Good. She should cry more.
Which, in my humble opinion, was just a answer to us, answer for everything it is.
Wait, that was your interpretation of that call? You think that Ethan Klein called her and said, you need to answer for all your crimes? And, like, they dogpiled her? Dude, what is this, like, delusional... He was so nice to her. He was so nice to her. Were there times that he, like, asked a bunch of questions or whatever, and meandered on for a little bit? Sure. He didn't have his composure the entire time, but he was very nice to her for the majority of that.
In my humble opinion, was just a answer to us, answer for everything it is that you've said.
Then you're, like, crazy biased or, like, mentally retarded.
Like, honestly, real talk, I just don't like the way that Ethan Klein...
What's the name of the guy, Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Dude, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I was screaming for help. Did you hear it all the way in New York? Honeybee.
Thank you. Like, you're in a position, right? Okay, you're getting hate online. If you don't react to it, you're egotistical and you think you're better than everyone. If you respond to it, you're punching down on a smaller creator. If you invite the creator on, even if you're nice to them, you're demanding that they repent for their sins, and you're bullying them. There's just no, like, people like you can't get criticized online or whatever. You're bad at taking criticism, and it's like, yeah, okay, sure. But you're mad at me right now, and there's no good way of taking criticism when everybody's literally just chomping down your throat to get you, right? Every single option you have will be viewed and decidedly criticized further because there's currently a circle jerk. I legitimately don't know what he's supposed to do here.
Attempts to do his debates. I mean, the only person who had the ability to live source videos and information to back up their claims was Ethan.
You're retarded. She had the luxury of her video not being live. She didn't have to post it bad. She could have come with clips. I think she even did give timestamps for Ethan to watch, right? I feel like that happened. I think she could probably do that too. You guys also... Paige, you're leaving out that she did an entire live stream defending herself before she went on there. She had the opportunity to make the video good the first time. She had the opportunity to explain herself in her follow-up 20-minute response video. She had the opportunity to explain herself with clips in her fucking hour and 45-minute live stream. She had the opportunity to come to the conversation with Ethan, having clips locked and loaded that she could have used to dispute his claims publicly. And she had the opportunity to do it on oh fuck, what's his name? Chris Cumsworth. She could have pulled up the clips there. And I guess went further there. She just didn't do any of this stuff. She talked about her dead family members instead, or justified pedo implications.
Klein, leaving Cruel World Happy Mind, in my humble opinion, just to be fed to the lions.
If you're accusing
What?
Happy Mind,
bro, she has fucking autonomy. She could just not go. She didn't have to do this.
In my humble opinion, just to be fed to the lion.
Bro, she's not fed to the lion, bro. The lion fucking bit first. The lion bit a kid.
If you're accusing someone of calling babies terrorists, that like this work should have already been done.
Yeah.
That's like an incredible thing to say about somebody.
Again, I did not accuse someone of calling babies terrorists. I said, you know,
let me watch it again.
And has made comments deemed even more insensitive. Like
again, deemed by others, but I said,
why is this a defense tactic? It's her coward's way out, and you're like, yes, queen, you got this. You're good.
you know, I should go to.
It's still an unsourced bullshit claim in your video that she had to remove. Cruel World Happy Mind, remove this from the video. Why are we watching it twice now?
Originally, and then, you know, moving forward, and then, you know, show on screen the original post of, you know, this is what people have said. You know, make it more.
The lioness does not concern herself with being accurate.
Link to the original.
Is that a quote from something, or did you just come up with that?
Possible.
Let's just
saying that Palestinians are taught at 2 years old to kill Americans.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Do we have that one?
Like Kamala.
It felt to me like she was asked to answer for her behavior rather than actually have.
Yeah, when you get on there and concede all your arguments, then the next logical question is like, well, what are you doing to stop that from happening in the future? She just kept coming on saying, I'm going to do better, I'm going to do better, I'm going to do better. So yeah, that's the only way the conversation can go if somebody's not going to defend their argument.
Having a good faith debate where they could share information and come to.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. She was looking for a good faith debate? Because actually I watched Quam's response and she said she wasn't even there for a debate.
Some kind of
She wasn't there for a good faith debate. If it was a debate, she wouldn't have even come. She wouldn't have come onto the stream.
A good faith debate where they could share information and come to some kind of.
Sounds like that wasn't the intention of the conversation. I mean, that's just a shot in the dark, a Quam shot, if you will.
Mutual understanding. But I digress. After then, Cruel World Happy Mind.
Guys, if you're thinking of making a bad video,
Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Dude, if you're thinking of making a bad video, do not Quam.
Goes on to Chris Kessler's.
There's no way. There's no fucking way. She doesn't know Chris's name either. She unironically just called him Chris Kessler. Oh my god. Oh my god. She doesn't know she doesn't know that's not his name. She just called him Chris. Dude, that's like one step away from calling him Chris Cum Guzzler.
But I digress. After then, Cruel World.
It's like Chris Knuzzler. So it's not even close to Cuzzler. That's what Ethan said on the stream to bully him.
Some kind of mutual understanding. But I digress.
Dude, he just caught a stray from somebody who probably doesn't even hate him.
After then, Cruel World Happy Mind goes on to Chris Kessler's YouTube.
His name's on the screen. It's so obviously not Chris Kessler. His name is on the screen.
Channel on his.
I feel so bad for Chris Knuzzler, dude. He's caught strays in every single fucking facet of this discussion.
It's a little podcast thing.
First of all, it's not a debate, and that is not his name.
To discuss her feelings about her appearance on the HD. Podcast. And just to give you the TLDR, Cruel World Happy Mind basically wasn't happy with her presentation.
She just completely 180. That went great for her.
On the show, and wanted to go on there to clarify her stance.
Dude, I thought this video was about black people. I just watched this for 20 minutes and it's actually just a horrible fucking... This is like the most one-sided... the most one-sided explanation of what happened.
On Palestine even further.
I do think a lot of content creators...
Dude, I think Ethan looks really racist so far. So this is, hey, my friend got dumpstered on multiple podcasts for looking like a stupid bimbo. So I'm going to come out here right now and I'm going to just fucking lead off with the blackface clips, defend her a shitload, and then hopefully bring it home with all the racism later.
Will get criticism and they'll
this is an unsolicited bad recap.
Of deflect or they'll get...
Dude, this is like last time on Dragon Ball Z, but unfortunately the person who does that line is ill at the moment, and we have sent like a buffoon to come and do that
very defensive
to come do the fucking intro.
And I really never wanted to be that person when it came to making content. I always wanted to be very receptive to feedback.
She's retarded.
And this is throw me for a loop in that sense, because I do think that there gets to a point where...
How come she doesn't talk about how Snark dogpiled the fuck out of her? Like, obviously Paige knows, because she was very quick to be like, it's a genocide, by the way, right? I guess maybe it's easier to fight a one-front war than talk about the unhinged freaks that attacked her friend on the other side.
You really do have to realize...
Yeah, this is a badly researched video about a badly researched video.
That people are operating in bad faith, or
yes,
that you... There's certain things...
The nice thing is that Chris Knuzzler is on screen, at least.
Things that you shouldn't listen to, or you shouldn't take in a very genuine way, because they're not operating genuinely.
No.
But
yeah, how can you come on here and say that, like, you say you don't want to talk about Israel-Palestine, but you're endorsing a take that she deleted from her video? I think that's what you're trying to say.
I also think that maybe a lot of the backlash from the H3 fans was them not wanting to look inward at their sort of crumbling...
So we're going to play her cope here like it's some informed discussion.
H3 empire, and the fact that they are so isolated and, not wanting to reflect on this sort of outward opinion.
Are we going to hear the entire... I have a feeling, this is just coming off my dome here, that we're not going to hear about her, like, insecurities during her Jewish friend's wedding that she just, like... Or her long rant about how Ethan Klein reminds her of her own dad, and she's, like, an actual master gambler. Speaking of gambling, I think Ethan Klein is currently losing in poker right now while we're live right now. And in this clip, she talks about how Ethan's a master poker player. Where is this dude? Master poker. This guy's actually like losing right now. Like while we're live.
Very
he's getting like mauled by Michael Phelps, dude. Michael Phelps is like slapping his shit around.
He's a master poker player, and I think that a lot of sometimes I struggle to discern what is authentic.
I'm being told right now, I guessed that he was losing. I'm being told that he just won $50,000 in poker. Is that true? He was all in and just won $50,000. Like right as I said that.
What is...
maybe, you know what? Cruel World Happy Mind was right about him. He's apparently a master poker player.
Was very, he's a master poker player, and I think that...
Listen, that was a one or the other type thing. He was either getting mauled or he was either like cleaning out the table. And I went for the easier example, and it seems like I will now be in the next Ethan Klein hate montage, and he's gonna come after me.
Like, again, a lot of people on the outside were like, oh, this video was very...
That fucking fat Nick DeOrio guy is gonna be up my ass calling me a fucking xenophobe the minute this shit goes down, and I'm not ready to deal with that. That guy stresses me the fuck out, dude. I'm tapping out on this one.
Balanced.
Now, Ethan Klein watched this and was unhappy with Cruel World Happy Mind's response on Chris's stream, because he felt that Cruel World Happy Mind had walked back many of the statements it is that she conceded on the show. Ethan Klein responded to this live on a podcast. The podcast was episode 210, where he outwardly called Cruel World Happy Mind a racist for her views on Israelis.
To be clear, her statements were so stupid. I literally do think she was like unintentionally racist, and you could make arguments from there. Like at minimum, you probably could make arguments from there.
and the presumed indoctrination and propaganda that Cruel World Happy Mind is perceived to believe that—
God, you're such a coward. Just tell me what you think about it, Mrs. Opinions. She opens the video. I have tons of opinions. She laces everything and allegedly perceived. This is what they said. This is what... Dude, I'm sorry. I understand in the tea community, you guys can just post unregulated clips constantly and never elaborate on them and just be like, well, I guess this was said.
Jewish and Israeli people receive.
I don't know. The rest of the internet doesn't really work that way.
If you have a past where you
have to elaborate a little bit more. You guys, I know you only have an hour to work with this, and this video is really fast paced, and you're not droning on and showing multiple clips over and over again. But like, let's be real here. You got to kind of include some explanations.
grew up in Israel and you are fully aware of what Israeli
Yeah, she said no weak opinions. There has been nothing here that's strong the entire video.
are taught.
You grew up in America and
You're losing me. You got another 2 minutes here before I dip out.
you're married to a
And start covering iDubbbz.
serviceman. Okay, genocide.
What are Israelis taught? Do you know?
Gee, how's that Iraqi oil taste?
Wait, wait, she's playing this clip that's supposed to make them sound bad, where they're like clowning on the hypocrisy. Like, cause the reality is, right, that Bad Empanada and the Snark people would shit on you because your husband served in the military, right? That's what they would say. That's the point.
Sam, you
Because
sound
you fucking
so
love it.
racist.
You're bathing in it.
You sound so racist.
She is. But
Like-
she's mostly dumb, I think.
Wait, and then she
But
plays
actually-
a clip. Wait, she plays a clip where Ethan says exactly what I
Maybe I'm
just
giving
said.
her too much credit.
No,
Most
again, I don't
racists
know.
are dumb.
Now again, I'm not going to go into my thoughts and my views and my—
Wait, are you not going to play any of the clips where they... Wait, I'm sorry. It's like, dude, she literally was called racist. Now, I'm not going to go into any of the clips or anything because I don't want to give a stance on the Palestine conflict, so I can't tell you why they thought she was racist, but I can't show you any of the information associated with it. But I do want to just point out the hypocrisy, because Ethan Klein said black people have big penises a couple of years ago, and I think that was pretty fucked up, man. We can't elaborate on any of the context of this other clip, but Ethan Klein did put on blackface, which is actually a charcoal face mask 10 years ago. So I think if he was in a room alone with a black guy, I think he'd shoot and kill him at point blank range.
my opinions surrounding that particular situation. As again, I am not the girly to cover politics over here.
I thought there were no weak opinions, Paige.
Clearly, I'm not very good at that. However, that statement of Cruel World Happy Mind is a
You suck, Paige. You're a horrible friend. I hope if my friends come out here and make a lazy video defending me, they're a little bit better at it, so it's not as easy to laugh at.
racist was outwardly fucking insane to me. And it wasn't from the position of, how dare you deem this as racist?
I don't even think she's being malicious here. I think this is how stupid she is. I think this is how her brain works. She heard the word racist, toned out every other word involved, and was like, oh my god. And then she went on her folder of important people who have said the N-word list, and she pulled out every example she could find, and then immediately shot this video without even thinking about it. I think that's what happened. I literally don't even know. I don't think she even knows why they said that.
But how dare you—
And I'm not saying that personally. Somebody has deemed that to be the case.
have such a strong stance against racism when you yourself have been the perpetrator of racism to various different minority demographics, including my—
Dude, source video. Dude, Gamer from Mars' N-word compilation.
own. Now, if you're familiar with my previous Ethan Klein videos, I will leave a playlist somewhere at the top of the screen. You guys will be familiar with the fact that I have been on Ethan's neck when it comes to—
They don't train people to do that.
You guys will be familiar with the fact that I have been on Ethan's neck when it comes to the outward racism it is that he has displayed, continues to signal towards, lies about and removes evidence of, as well as holding his—
Don't say it. Listen, I've already had a controversy with Paige because someone, I shit you not, someone drew fan art of me kneeling on Bo Black's neck, and I laughed when I saw it awkwardly. And I think that we told them to never do that again. I forgot what the clip was. I might be making it too nice towards me. I don't remember. But Paige was going after us because someone drew fan art of that.
Is accountable for the apology.
I don't need another controversy like that. I'm not making the fucking comment.
that never really ever gave. Or at least that's what I'm led to believe, because as you guys know, I'm like the Ethan Klein historian over here, and I've searched high and low, up and down for any ounce of accountability from previous streams all the way up until now, from 2017 onwards, and have found absolutely no evidence of Ethan ever atoning or saying anything public about some of the things it is that he said in the past.
All right, I don't know what
Nicholas
specific clips
Thank
to
you
pull
for
for
the
that.
$5, my man.
So I think that this sounds obviously false, but I'm not going to go in with that mindset.
The things it is that he
like that sounds like egregiously bad, but I wouldn't know at this exact moment in time what clip to pull.
Outwardly stands against now. And before the H3 foot soldier...
It just sounds insane that you're arguing that I can't find any clip where he's denounced some of his racist acts or whatever, or clips that he said.
Just come in and go, well, what about Trisha Paytas? Girl, for a second, let me just say this. Trisha Paytas did bad racist things too. These don't cancel out each other. Two things can be the same. We need to...
If you end it there, I will respect that argument. If you talk about Trisha Paytas' redemption arc, I'm shutting off the video. Let's see where we go.
To be able to hold somebody accountable without attributing it to somebody else's completely separate behavior. However, in episode 2010 of the H3 podcast, Ethan Klein stated,
okay, all right, you have passed the first trial,
that he has never and would never do blackface, which is factually incorrect.
This is just a material lie.
So if you
just started insulting me.
What is blackface, I guess, in context?
There is a highlight reel on the H3 sub of his apologies. All these people are Trisha fans.
I will pull it, but I'm going to give her a chance first to show the clips herself. But what is blackface really? If I go outside and I slip and fall in dog shit, and there's poop on my face, and somebody takes a picture really quickly that I was unaware of, or the Ring camera picks it up, have I partaken in blackface? Is any black, brown, or tan substance on somebody's face when they are photographed, are they doing blackface? Is there a such thing as casual blackface, where they don't even know what they're doing is blackface, but it's still racist? Can we have to firmly define what blackface is before we start calling spray tans blackface, you know?
I have never done blackface in my life.
Yes, L plus generational debt.
You asked
Nick, stop. Wait, what's wrong with it? I'm just wondering, where is the line for blackface? Is it tan blackface? When I put on the face mask and I took a quick Snapchat picture and I deleted it because it looked bad. Was that blackface? Like, the intention was to like clean my pores.
Ethan, today, go on then. Put fake tan on in that way as a joke. Do it now. Make a video.
No, I would not do it now. I don't. First of all, I never did it. So I wouldn't do it now, and I didn't because I never did it. I never did it.
So let's go through Ethan Klein's historic racism from the past all the way.
Dude, you'd think that this was like a fucking documentary on like a Confederate general.
So let's go through Ethan Klein's historic racism.
Dude, historic. It's risen to levels like Hitler and fucking... Only in Nazi Germany can we find examples of more historic racism.
I never did it.
So let's go through Ethan Klein's historic...
He was the pioneer.
...racism. From the past all the way up to...
They're going to put this in the scriptures.
...present day. And you tell me if you believe that Ethan Klein is a changed man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that he was really racist before, and I certainly don't think he is now. I like this. I like this for her. This is actually kind of cool.
Now, one of the things...
listen, I appreciate effort like that. It looked pretty cool.
Things that really ticked me off about what Ethan Klein said in that live stream the other day was him stating that he has never done blackface.
I have never done blackface in my life.
But before I get into why what I'm about to show you constitutes as blackface, I would also like to state that members, presumably from Ethan Klein's community, have gone out of their way to create an entire website called snarkbrain.com.
Wait, what? Chat, have we ever heard of snarkbrain.com?
Now, on this website,
I've never heard
they
this.
have an entire section.
Is this like Destiny when he puts up all his controversies here and writes like a quote paragraph about them?
Section dedicated to dispelling these claims of blackface. On here,
all right, good. You're fighting the community head on, let's say.
They state, the commonly agreed definition of the term blackface is dark makeup worn to mimic the appearance of a black person, especially to mock or ridicule black people. They state that Ethan and Gila have made several weird product review style videos on their old channel, which include the dumbest products ever made, gross soda challenge, and the black challenge. They also go on to show 2 other instances in 2016, the Kim Kardashian makeup secret, which we'll take a look at in a short while, as well as Ethan joins a 90s band, which we will also take a look at in a short while. But this is the part that I'm mostly interested, where they state the lies. The lies is that Ethan and Gila deliberately wore blackface by wearing charcoal face masks. Allegedly, according to them, this is a lie. Ethan deliberately applied makeup onto Gila in order to make it seem as if she is wearing blackface. This is allegedly a lie. Ethan deliberately wore blackface by getting spray tan. This is allegedly a lie. And Ethan deliberately.
So what is her argument? That like the video framing makes it deliberate and the joke is that it's blackface?
Wore blackface when he posted a photo with mud rubbed on his face captioned, "When she says she only dates black guys." This again is allegedly a lie. Let's take a quick look of a brief rundown of everything that is the blackface saga and how many people have interpreted what Ethan Klein and Gila Klein have both done on their channels as blackface. Whether intentional.
I mean, I feel like you're allowed to interpret it like that, and then we're allowed to laugh at you, I guess. I think that's probably fair.
Or not. So just to remind you, in Ethan Klein's review of Cruel World Happy Minds interview, he stated,
"This is just a material lie. I have never done blackface in my life."
Now, it is considered by the majority of the internet that Ethan Klein definitely did blackface on 2 occasions. The first one being the charcoal face mask and the other one being the Dead Sea mud mask.
Wait, what is the Dead Sea mud mask? I know this clip.
The first one being the charcoal face mask and
I've seen the screenshot.
The other one being the Dead Sea mud mask.
What part of this is the blackface?
Now, the Dead Sea mud.
I'm assuming it has a caption that makes it bad.
Mask.
Otherwise, it literally just looks like a mud mask.
Photograph was taken in 2014, and the reason that people have attributed it to blackface is because of the following caption.
Oh, because yeah, okay, got it.
Klein tweeted a photograph of himself in the mud mask, stating, "When she says she only dates black guys."
So this is probably their weakest example, if I had to guess, because that's ridiculous.
In the mud mask, stating, "When she says she."
So now, if I wear a seaweed face mask, okay, it's not blackface because it's there to moisturize my face. If I take a picture wearing the seaweed face mask and I use the caption, "When she says she only dates black guys," then I'm doing blackface. If I make a joke while wearing a seaweed face mask, it is then retroactively blackface, and I am deemed a racist until I die.
Only dates black guys.
But I imagine this is a stupid one, so I imagine she has something better.
The second video is the Black Challenge from 2016. In this video, Ethan and Gila Klein try out numerous different products that are black, including a charcoal face mask. Now that sounds completely innocent, right? However, numerous times throughout the video, Ethan Klein pinpoints the fact that the audience's interpretation of this might be blackface and makes numerous different blackface jokes.
Straight lunatic.
So it's only blackface if you joke at the expense of people who get offended by blackface, I guess. I mean, this is extremely stupid optically. Is that like the concession? It's the part where they laugh about it. That's the blackface.
Looney Tuning it, 1950s Looney Tunes. This isn't
guys. You don't understand. The blackface was their thought process.
Blackface, guys. I don't care what you say. This is an actual fucking product to clean your skin. You guys are bigots and racists for putting these racist remarks in your head. This is an actual product from China used to cleanse your skin, and that's the purpose we're using it. If you guys want to make this a racially charged issue, that's between you and yourself, okay?
Who said anything?
I mean, one, it's a joke, and two, it's a straight up disclaimer.
I know what they're thinking. I know what you're thinking when you look at me. I can see it in your eyes, you don't act like...
Not in our channel. We don't do that kind of bullshit.
At one point, even his mother puts on the charcoal face mask, and Ethan Klein's father even acknowledges this as blackface, and openly says to both Donna and Ethan that this is definitely not politically correct. To which Ethan Klein acknowledges...
That's the joke. Wait, okay, see, that's a joke where Ethan's dad said something wasn't politically correct. Now... I'm sure you don't defend everything that Ethan's dad has ever done in his life before, but I don't know if I would go to him as the arbiter of what is politically correct. Okay? I don't know if Ethan's dad is the gold standard for political correctness.
Is the blackface again.
I don't know if I would source him on that one.
And makes a few more jokes.
Look at Dad's face.
Blackface. Perfectly politically correct and acceptable.
It's not racist, it's facial, it's face care. Why does everyone think it's only that it's racist?
Well, you know what?
I'm just trying to do skincare treatment.
Rush has a black soap.
Lush has black soap. Why does everyone have to say instantly, oh, you're blackface racist?
That's going to peel off. What's going to happen to your beard? Is your beard?
It's permanent.
I'm afraid my eyes.
It's not
It's permanent. It's going to be on forever.
racist, Mom. Why do people come talk saying that it's racist? It's just black face care.
She just said
No,
she was
I-
wrong.
My gosh,
I
somebody
didn't
comes up
say
and that it's racist? Please.
What did he say? Oh my God.
Now, what's interesting about this is...
You know what's crazy to me? And this is actually going to probably be my most fucking controversial argument of the entire video. I'm kind of shocked that Ethan didn't do blackface. Not because I think he's like crazy racist, but during this time frame, all of these these absolute morons were doing blackface in this time frame. Like, this is the era where the Shane Dawson clips come from. When people said that Ethan's been doing blackface, I expected to actually see him in blackface, and I was kind of surprised that I didn't.
That 2 years ago, Ethan Klein stated on the H...
Like, I'm not making an argument that it's a time-based thing and it was okay at a given point. But people certainly thought it was at the time. And there were definitely people who were pushing back against it. But, like, listen, all right? I don't like the time-based arguments. You probably just shouldn't do blackface, right? There were people in the time frame, right? There were people who defended Shadman because free speech was the time-based argument for illustrated child pornography, right? So not every time when somebody goes, well, it was the time period that it happened in, isn't necessarily a good argument, because yeah, a lot of people in 2017, 18, and 19 were defending illustrated child pornography to defend Shadman. I don't think that anybody would go, well, it was a product of his time.
Podcast that around the time that he...
All right, you're super banned from the channel.
Did this, nobody saw it that way. AKA, nobody saw it as blackface.
Me and Ela made a video like 10 years ago on our second channel. We used to do these videos dedicated to like doing all out colors. And we did a black color, one of them. So we had like black charcoal to brush our teeth with. And it was a black face mask. It was like a...
What was it? Somebody said something really racist. And I just nuked that guy out of the chat.
You know,
Charcoal mask.
yeah, it was a charcoal mask. And so I took a picture of me like with my black teeth and my charcoal mask on, and nobody thought about it for a single second until like, I guess, until my break from the conservatives. And then all of a sudden, I've been doing blackface all these years.
When this is, again, completely untrue. On a Facebook post from 2016 to promote the aforementioned Black Challenge video, Keela Klein stated that she was torturing Ethan Klein with another video. What a big, bold, beautiful black man. I'm not gonna lie, that is definitely me when I go blackface. Then we got...
Wait, that's crazy. Are you saying right now that people are making jokes about the thing that Ethan explicitly told them to make, like, to make jokes about in the video, that like the whole punchline of the video is that everyone's going to say this is blackface and it's not blackface because it's objectively not blackface? This reminds me of like the pedo troll shit again, where it's just like you're deliberately not understanding the video to paint it as malicious.
A nice little drawing here of a black...
They're joking because Ethan said 50 times in the video that it's not racist and it's not blackface. That's why they're saying it's blackface. Like, of course they're saying that. That's Literally all the clips I've seen of this are Ethan being like, no, don't call it blackface. Please, anything but that.
Face caricature. For black-face.com. Blackface, mama and papa bless. Blackface and chill. Not blackface.
And this is like, he's literally in the video going like, no, don't call it blackface.
Tasteful blackface. So yeah, the argument that nobody saw it that way or it was never perceived that way falls on deaf ears when your literal audience are having this inside joke with you about blackface. Then in that same year,
oh my god, dude. I wish I could be this fucking stupid for like just a day. So it would be like permanently being stoned. Like everything's funnier. The sun shines just a little bit brighter. To go through life like completely unaware of my surroundings. Like what if you were this stupid, what would you even stress about? Who cares?
Year of 2016, and let me just tell you
the bliss of ignorance if I could have that for just
What's
one
the name
day.
of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Nick and Paige sitting in a
Thank
tree.
you.
KISSING.
2016 is a big year for them in terms of this kind of content. Ethan Klein and Gila Klein make a video on their channel titled Ethan Joins a 90s Boy Band. Now in this video...
Alright, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not doing the fucking tan skin thing. I get what she's gonna say. I'm being told I need to watch the end of it. Where do I have to go? What was your big takeaway here? Is there like a big crescendo at the end? Why is she in a car? Wow, this is absurd. Yeah, I don't. This is not really. I gotta get to iDubbbz tonight. Who was the one who said you have to watch the ending? Is there anything here? Again, if you want to watch the full video, I would love to support the channel. Please support the official release nicely. And if you're gonna say anything mean to Paige Christie, be sure to do it in my chat or in my comment section within reason, and don't take it to her, because that will get me in trouble. Okay, go to 57. That's the end of the video. Very funny. That was very funny, Ryan. I appreciate you, Ryan. That was very funny. I really appreciate you. All right, we're gonna dive here. Let's see.
Tweets of Ethan Klein ever atoning
Wow,
or
Maggie with a big joke right there. That's a good one, Maggie.
For these various kinds of acts.
People love to say, oh, he's apologized for the blackface. Has he? He's apologized for this. Has he? Has he apologized for this thing? Has he? He's apologized for when he said this. Has he? Like, all of the things it is that Ethan has apparently apologized for are supposed to be sourceable, yet me, as a content creator...
Oh, well, I mean, to be clear, you don't really hold a lot of weight in that
What is Bunty
conversation.
King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
IDUBBZZZI wanna see that greasy dobby. It's the only thing that brings me joy. IIFE.
Is there a clip? Someone said that they made a compilation of Ethan apologizing for this stuff. Does that exist? Or is that just like a figment of my imagination? Ooh. Sorry, I saw like a cool... I honestly, not a big fan of the Tiffany dial on a gold watch. I don't think it looks good. It's like, it's too much. Tiffany on gold and black is too many colors. I thought they said it was a playlist. Is there? I don't know. I was told that there was like a list of clips to pull up from. I don't know. Let me know if you find it.
Who literally makes a lot of Ethan Klein content, can't source a lot of the apologies it is that he's made. So if he's made apologies, where are they? I would like somebody who is a fan of Ethan Klein and the H3 community to spend hours and hours of times of documenting every single one of Ethan Klein's apologies for the horrible, horrendous
Yeah, unfortunately, they're all behind the paywall. I heard that from a blonde woman.
it is that he has done. Like, these Ethan Klein fans genuinely want us to take whatever it is that they say on face value and that he is remorseful in some way, yet we have seen a literal example of him not being remorseful for his past actions. But
alright, to be clear, I probably skipped that. What was the not remorseful part? Is the not remorseful part the part where he said that he didn't do blackface? Because he didn't do blackface.
For the horrible, horrendous things it is that he has done. Like, these Ethan Klein fans genuinely want us to take whatever it is that they say on face value and that he is remorseful in some way, yet we have seen a literal example of him...
I mean, they should just pull up all the times he's addressed all this stuff and make a playlist to shut people up.
...not being remorseful for his past actions, but we're supposed to believe that he's a better person. I would go as far as to say the things it is that Ethan Klein has said as quote-unquote pedo troll is far worse than anything it is that he's done on his platform.
Yeah, I would probably say that's not true. That seems like an outrageously stupid argument. You probably could find multiple examples of things that are more impactful than the pedo troll joke account.
As a parent, I'm disgusted.
Yeah, but as a person, you're retarded.
Keffel's
Thank
tweet
you.
On
We
Nicholas
can have these
DeOrio.
kind of
Keffel's appreciated
conversations
the shout
online. People are saying, oh, this was 15 years ago. The internet was crazy back then. The internet was crazy, but this is literally extremist, even for back then. And then he has the audacity to cause an absolute shitstorm for somebody like Adam McIntyre. And say if
Adam McIntyre sucks. He deserves more hate than he gets. It's criminal that people like him at all.
Adam
McIntyre is the worst thing that fucking Colleen Ballinger has ever introduced to the world.
You know, being a bit of a dick, acting a bit of a dick in this way or that way. Dude, you were 25 when you were saying stuff like this about fucking minors. Whatever it is that Adam McIntyre is doing is absolutely nowhere close to anything it is that you're doing now.
What did Adam McIntyre do? Are you just shooting from the hip here, Paige? Why is this in your video?
How dare you condemn somebody in your 40s?
Wait, why is there a fucking car rant at the end of a 57-minute documentary?
When you weren't even half the person that Adam is in his 20s. Bitch, I cannot.
Listen, I'm worried that you're operating this motor vehicle right now.
Find the fucking apologies. Find them, document them, list them. Because if I'd been called out that many times for people saying he never apologizes for his past, and I had, you best believe I'd have a whole entire fucking docket of receipts. I would just post it. I'd post this Google Drive document under every single fucking person who turned around and said that bullshit. But
why is she gargling Adam? Because all these people are sidescuck losers. Totally not worth listening to.
Despite well over 10 years worth of content from Ethan Klein.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
No, we just can't
Nicholas
find the
DeOrio.
apologies.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
And when Cruel World Happy Mind asked the exact same question, Ethan's response was to find them.
And a lot of times when they say things like, oh, he's apologized for his slurs, where are those apologies?
That's your job!
By the way, that is true. This is objectively correct.
Job is to look and find them. Don't ask me where they are. You're the one making the accusations. You're the one making a 3-hour documentary.
And it's also kind of, it butts heads with her entire philosophy here, where it's like, people have deemed this, and then you're making no effort. Again, the major point that you can make against Cruel World Happy Mind is that she couldn't even source the clip of the JonTron incident when Ethan Klein JonTron, like the podcast, is your top Google search result.
You're the one saying that you're unbiased and that you like researching.
Like, she very obviously didn't research anything. Like, you can mince words with this all you want. Her research sucked.
Why the fuck?
There was zero effort put into that. She threw it together in 3 weeks or something.
Are you asking Chris Kuntler?
And then Paige Christie, who's talking about research right now and trying to make a grandiose point, heard Ethan call him Chris Kuntler and put that in, and thought that was his actual fucking name. Literally. Your friend went on this guy's show? That's insane.
After you...
Why add this clip? He's super right. Because these people are delusional.
Already put out the video. Where are the apologies? Stop lying! That's your job!
Now, Ethan knows that this is an extremely tall order considering...
It's not an extremely tall order. You don't have to make a video on someone. You're going out of your way to do it. If your video is bad, like, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Paige, your video is deemed bad. It sucks. I will not elaborate further.
How many hours and hours and hours worth of content it is that he is
Sorry, Adam, your life has been deemed worthless. I will not elaborate further.
And at this point, it would probably take more than a lifetime to try and find exactly the moment where Ethan Klein apologized to a particular community. So I'm inclined to believe that
I'm guessing her win condition here is that he's not apologizing because he thinks he didn't do blackface. I imagine that's the case, right? I remember off the top of my head, didn't he address some of this with the Gokinaru response? Was that in that one? I remember it was either the Gokinaru response. It was around that time frame because I remember him addressing some of this stuff, or maybe it was with Trisha. I don't know. It's a fucking long time ago.
don't exist, because if they did, why don't you just...
Yeah, I mean, she has no problem digging up clips from 10 years ago because they're already reposted on Snark subreddits and all over Twitter and all over social media. But when it involves having to get a clip that's not being widely surfaced by all the groups that actually just so happen to hate Ethan Klein, then all of a sudden... It's too much work. I'm sorry. Oh no, I can't do this. I'm a YouTuber. What do you expect me to do? Research? No! Oh fuck, dude. I don't know. It's that's ridiculous.
Show us. If you want us to find it, why don't you? And considering Ethan Klein fans allegedly have created this snark-brained website to go through and dispel any actions of perceived racism that could possibly be attributed to Ethan Klein or Healer, if they are willing to make an entire website surrounding that, why on earth can the same people who support you not find these instances for the rest of the internet to use? And honestly, again, I believe it's because it didn't happen. And if it didn't happen, then just deep that. Like, live with it. It is what it is. But then don't pretend that you did.
I just think she's extremely confident in saying...
What's the name
that
of the
Ethan
the
Klein
guy
has not
from Keemstar
apologized
Orbiter?
in 10
Nick
years.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
It's actually fucking insane.
Most influence...
That's actually... Like, that is a crazy claim to make. But I think she's dumb enough to try to make it. I'm sure they'll be able to produce some kind of clip.
It is that we see from that particular time of YouTube have either actually apologized in a way that can be tracked and found, or they've completely ignored it and pretended that it didn't exist.
Like, I think that Ethan should do what she says here. I think that he should go back and pull up like a list of videos, or have an employee go back and pull up a list of videos with like an accompanying timestamp that address certain issues or whatever that he's apologized for in the past. And don't limit it to just like black related things. Add other stuff in there as well. And then I want to see if because I want this exclusively to see if she takes down her video.
Welcome everybody.
I think that would be that would probably be interesting to see.
And quite frankly, honestly, for me personally, I'm okay with either of those. But just stop fucking lying to me. Because to me, it seems as if Ethan Klein's activism has a dress code. And if you don't look like him...
Oh my god. I can't believe she's making this argument, though. Like, even if we remove this entire discussion, let's say, for hypothetical sake, she's correct. Ethan has never apologized for any comments about black people at all, ever whatsoever, that have ever happened. Never apologized for the N-word. Let's live in that world right now. Why do those comments 10 years ago change, or I guess have any effect over the way that him and his wife have been treated now?
Nick just started insulting me viciously.
Unless he was like outwardly
Even if
fucking
they do find
racist.
a clip of him apologizing, it will never be good enough for these people.
Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here.
H3.
The clip of Ethan where he's talking about the black guys who are all strapped and are all black is not Ethan intentionally being prejudiced or malicious. He's just stupid in that clip. He's saying a stupid fucking thing. I don't think you could attribute malice to that clip. Now, that's obviously not the only factor, right? I think it's a stupid clip for him to say on like in a fucking podcast. Absolutely, it's extremely dumb. The skits are just that skits. I don't think that there's a legitimate example
Nicholas
of this guy doing blackface.
Thank you for the $5.
The N-word stuff was all in the in the context of saying the iDubbbz thing with iDubbbz, and I don't think that there's many. Is there any clip of Ethan just firing off an N-word? There's definitely not a clip of Ethan firing off the N-word at a black person.
Nicholas,
these are
the
all
goat.
things that you could have an
appreciate
issue with, but my point is none of them actually insinuate that this guy has hatred towards a minority race, right? None of these clips, they're all criticizable. I'm not making a blind fucking defense for everything the guy has ever said in his entire life, but it's obvious that the things that he said there weren't said with malice towards a minority. The things that are happening to him right now are being said with a malice towards him being Jewish. I don't think it's the same thing to pull up a clip of Ethan Klein saying N-word F-slur and being really comfortable saying it with iDubbbz, and the crazy anti-Semitic shit that they're saying about him and his obviously Jewish family. That's like very different, right? I think that like if you're making a comparison with Ethan and Keem, at least Ethan said it to a black guy. I'm sorry, at least Keem said it to a black guy. Right? At least you can make a more compelling argument, even if we're going back 10 fucking years ago. That's probably, out of all the examples you've shown me, the Keem one is still probably the worst.
The door is locked from the inside.
So I don't really know. But again, there's no nuance in conversations like that. I probably should have just buttoned out instead of trying to explain it. But yeah, no, I don't think that. I think that there's like there is a nuance to the conversation. Sometimes the joker, the guy who makes all the jokes, is the most racist person. It depends on the conversation.
Keemstar Orbiter.
It depends on the context of what was said.
Mr. Oreo.
When we get to watch talk, let me know what you think about this Tommy Hilfiger mood watch 1238 quartz I just picked up and repaired for the cheap.
Okay.
I find it to be modest, classy, and unique with the color-changing aspects.
Yeah. With like racist content and stuff like that, sometimes the guy who's quote-unquote just making jokes is in fact the most racist guy in the room. That is something that absolutely does happen. It really is like a case-by-case basis. You have to like assess it. And obviously there are people who don't want to, and that's totally fine, right? The white guy isn't going to stop the black person and go, you've got to really consider the context of this conversation. But that's the way that I judge it personally, because I am just the white guy. You know, that's how I talk about it. I'm not going to tell anyone else how to think. I don't think Ethan is actually being racist. He was just trying to be edgy. Well, I don't know. The thing is, though, again, racism isn't intentional in some cases. Like, you can be racist, you can be prejudiced without intentionally wanting to harm a black person. But I do think it's entirely different. It's like the Dr. Disrespect thing again, right? Dr. Disrespect, when he was accused of interacting with a minor, people were saying the age doesn't matter. No, I think the age matters. It's like, well, it doesn't matter who Ethan was talking to or what he was saying. It doesn't. No, I think it does matter. Because for the people who argue that it doesn't, and that racism is racism and there's no point in mincing words about it, I'm pretty sure you'd be a lot happier if you had a clip of him calling a black guy the hard R. You know, I feel like you'd be a bit more critical if you had that, right? The entry point is bad. Being racist is bad. But if you had a clip of him yelling at a black guy and calling him a hard R, that would be the only clip you show. It's obviously worse. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is even when people say it's not nuanced, they still obviously consider different aspects of it. Yeah. Well, that's the end of this. Ultimate Race Review ends right now. I'm sure that everyone will be super happy about that explanation that I gave.